This is one of the strangest things that you probably are struggling to understand. How can someone be in a relationship with you and then treat you this way? Like, this is the most strangest dynamic, but I'm going to explore this in the video. How the narcissist sees you and this connection and what they want from you. Watch this video. Hello and welcome back. I hope that you're all doing really well. So I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time because I feel like a lot of you, which I have got emails and I have got questions and DMs about, like, how does the narcissist view you and this connection? Like, for many of you, you're probably not even with them anymore. And you're probably like thinking, okay, so it has ended, like we have moved on, but just what the hell has happened? Like, what the hell has been going on within this connection? Like, how is it that this person, all right, how is it they still are trying to have some sort of contact? They might be hoovering you, they might even be smearing you, you know, to other people, talking really badly about you. And it's like, it's very difficult to understand because it's not something that you would do. It's not something that you would actually, you know, unleash onto someone. It's just like, leave me, let me move on, let me move forward. And so you kind of you're kind of lost in all of this. And I wanted to talk about how the narcissist kind of attaches onto you, how they see this connection, how they see what has happened, and why do they keep in contact with so many of their exes. I'm going to talk about this in the video. What this really is about is the narcissist's inability to connect with you, but also to be able to have some sort of a connection and understanding for themselves. You see, how can someone who cannot connect to themselves connect to you or connect to anyone out there? Their inability to be able to understand themselves, okay, and seek this attention and this love outside of themselves. That's what they do. That's what the supply is about. But they're not able to give that back to you. They look for it from, like from other people, externally, but they can't give it to themselves. So they can't give it to you. They're never going to be able to give that to you because they can't give it to themselves. And this is all to do with the attachment disorder that they have. They can't attach to you in a healthy way, but they also can't detach from you in a healthy way. So this makes this whole dynamic so strange to try and understand, to try and actually make sense of what is going on, to make sense of this. Because this isn't kind of like a normal relationship, you know, where you've been together for quite some time, you know, like you've gone your separate ways. Okay, just leave me be. Like, I need to be able to move on. Yet these people keep coming back around. They keep coming to try and get some sort of validation or attention from you. They don't let go. Regardless of the circumstances of the relationship, they don't let go. It really is about you saying, no, like, I'm done, forget it, block, move on. And this is the thing, it's really hard to try and move on from this person because it's kind of like you're trying to understand just what the hell went on. You understand that part, you understand that it was abusive and it was absolutely toxic. You know, but then they're still, you know, they're still there in the background. They're still there trying to get some sort of attention or validation from you, even though it's very, very covert. And that is the thing. These individuals aren't able to move forward, even though they are with new people, new relationships. They might even be married. They might even have children. Yet they are still watching you, or yet they're still trying to contact you. The only way that you get rid of these people is by you saying no and putting boundaries and blocking. That is the only way, because they do come back. And if you can't do it at that time, they will come back for you. This is what they do. And it's all to do with an attachment disorder, their disconnection from themselves. They don't interpret social and emotional cues the same way that you do. They don't have respect. They don't understand your boundaries. So these individuals, you're not going to teach them, you know, how to be. They're not going to understand what you are saying of how it is supposed to be. They don't understand it in the same way that me or you do. Now, if you think about it, that whole relationship when you were with them, you know, like it was completely dysfunctional. It was completely strange because, you know, like the relationship moves so fast at the beginning. And then it's kind of like it's been going backwards ever since then. You can't get back to that honeymoon period at the beginning of the relationship. So it has been unraveling until the kind of the end of this cycle. Now, it's up to you whether this cycle is going to be the last or whether you are going to allow them to come back into your life, whether you are going to allow them to create havoc. Because this is all to do with the attachment disorder. They don't connect to you. Even at the beginning, you think, yeah, oh my gosh, yes, they future fake, they mirror you. You think that this person is your soulmate. This person is the most amazing thing because they are just like you and you can build this amazing future, this relationship with them. You're going to be together forever. Yet what happens is it all comes crashing down and you then struggle to understand just what the hell has happened. Like, why has this happened? And so then after that, you don't understand why you can't move on. Like, why have you got this trauma bond? What is that? What is happening? And why are they still watching you? Why are they still there in the background? Like, what is going on? That are the hallmarks of a toxic, narcissistic relationship. Because what this person is doing is, even though they're still watching you, they might be smearing you, they're saying awful things, but what they're doing is they're still cultivating that energy. They're still watching you. It's not that they're feeding you. They are still watching you because they can't detach from you. These individuals do not detach. They want more. And if they can affect you in some way to show that, you know, you still care about them, they will do it. Because that is ultimately what really matters to them, is how they can affect you. You see, what they do is they compartmentalize people and situations. And what they do is they also go from one scenario to the next. They can be a completely different person. That's why you probably find that they're not the same person they were when you first met. They're completely different. You see, and they see people as objects, so they objectify, meaning like, what can you do for me? Like, how can you make my life better? I need you to do that for me. This is because of the disconnect of themselves internally. They don't know. So this is an attachment disorder that they have, and they're not able to change it. This isn't something that you can actually cure or move past. It's all to do with the fact that you are giving the narcissist that energy. You are giving them that time, that validation, that emotion, and that is what they really want. They believe that you belong to them and that you should be giving this to them, which is why they continue to watch, why they continue to try and have some sort of interaction to you. Ultimately, that is what is going on. And that's why the narcissist views you as someone who can give them exactly this connection that they are looking for. They can't give it to you, but they want it. They crave it. They know that they can't do this for someone else. They know on some level that there's something not okay with them. There's something not right. You know, they want this from you because they want you to care about them. They want your love, but they can't give it back to you because it is something that has happened to them in childhood. It is something that they've experienced from their parents or their caregiver, and they're unable to. They want it, they crave it so much. They had to change who they are as children to please their parents. And this again is echoed in their adulthood when they are mirroring you, you know, when they are love bombing you. They're wanting you to attach onto them, you know. But what they do is they want this to happen so quickly so that you're attached, so that you're bonded to them and that you don't leave. This is why this trauma bond happens, because you find it so difficult to be able to let go of this person because they want it so intensely. This thing is so intense and it continues to be so intense for you, yet it is so damaging and so challenging. And then when you finally let go, they're still there. They're still wanting your attention in some way. They don't want to let you go, but they will never tell you that. Even though they're so awful to you, they've moved on. They don't want to let you go because you do provide them with something. They can't deal with change. And you see, this is what is so damaging and so difficult, but they see you as someone to be able to provide them with that. They are disconnected from themselves. They're not authentically their true selves, which you never really get to know them because they could be a few personalities in one. You don't actually ever really know who the narcissist ever is. And it makes it really difficult. It makes it really difficult to have some sort of understanding and connection for this person. So I really hope this video has helped. I really hope this video has given you some more kind of understanding and clarity on why this person continues to be this way. I mean, like, therapy, in my opinion, doesn't really work because they go into therapy with an agenda. All right. So it's not really about healing their authentic selves. They're not in touch with their authentic self, even though they might show you that they are, or they want you to believe that they are, but they're really not. To really do that internal work in therapy, you have to let your guard down. You have to go there willingly and not expect an outcome, but just work through the process. And the narcissist is not self-actualized enough to be able to do that. So therapy in itself, they might be able to modify behaviors, but they don't change who they are. They don't see it as something that is wrong with them. So if you are going through this, or you have identified or some of the information has resonated, please know that I do offer one-to-one consultations. Please see the description box below. I also have a mentorship and a journal club, and if you're interested in joining, please see the description box below. And I also have a Discord server where you can talk with like-minded individuals and connect with other community members. If you are interested in joining, please see the description box below. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.